and now I drowned. Bye. Oh, that's nice. He waves. He waves when he's dying. So, Taz-Mania 2 on the Game Boy, a handheld game, and a weird camera thing going on. Well, let's get into it and see what I'm on about. Well, first things first, let's pause it, because there's a time limit. So yeah, I've had lots of tech problems, this is why it's late, so I'm filming it a bit differently, and doing it a bit differently, and I hope it turns out okay, but we'll soon find out. So yeah, it's a puzzling one, this one, anyway, because they released lots of Game Boy games of Taz-Mania. This one is Taz-Mania 2 I'm playing. But it's actually the same game as Taz-Mania, not 2. Okay, in Nintendo Magazine, October 1993, in the UK, they gave it 52%, saying, black armbands out, it's time for the funeral march. Because it's pretty rubbish and boring, they gave it, saying it's just a bland game, unoriginal, everything like that. So let's start playing it and keep jabbering at the same time if we can. So yeah, so like I say, but this is Taz 2, and if you look at some, I'm sure it's in America, it must have been released later, about 5 years later, in 1997 or 1998 even, I think it is, and it's Taz 2. And what I've sort of found out along the way is there was another Taz-Mania game first, but I'm guessing we didn't get it over in the UK. I think you must have got it in America, and it was a totally different one. It wasn't a little platform like this. It was more like a sort of jumping forward sort of game. A bit like Space Harrier going into a screen, sort of that sort of vein. And then I guess after the popularity of the Mega Drive version of Taz-Mania, they sort of made this platform game. But obviously, they already had one over in America, I guess. I'm guessing it's America, and that's why it got called Taz 2. But we didn't over here in the UK. We just had it as Taz. But I don't know. Someone, if they know the answer, can gladly write in the comments and let me know. But anyway, I thought Taz-Mania on the Mega Drive was amazing. It's in loads of people's and critics sort of like at least top 20 of Mega Drive games. It's really good. So I thought, oh, a bit of Taz 2, a platformer anyway, on the Game Boy, can't be that bad. Well, well, other people say it is as well. Like I say from that damning review, it's not the greatest one, it would appear. I'm already at the exit of the first level. First level seems really easy. I must admit, the first level seems very easy. But it gets a bit harder, as you'll see. So what's the general premise? I don't know, to be honest with you. I thought their father got captured in this one, but you've got to go around and collect eggs. I don't know if it's to give it to the baddies to set your father free. But yeah, and he's collecting these gems for I don't know what purpose. Now, you've got the spin attack. But annoyingly, you've got the little bar at the bottom, so it gives you a little bit of spin back. Oh, but it can run out then. It runs out too easily, and then you can't jump on enemies, like in Mario or Sonic or something. There's little hazards like this. Taz likes to eat everything, so if he eats the dynamite, he eats it and blows up, and you usually generally lose a heart there. So yeah, so you don't want to be doing that. And from playing it, it's one of those games that really... I don't know, you've just got to learn the levels, which is fine and dandy. But the thing is, what you'd want to do is spin all the way through the level to avoid all the bad guys and get the enemies. But you can't do that because of your meter, and that's part of the challenge, so that's fine. But the trick is you can't really see, especially with being a Game Boy game, you're just on the enemy before it's too late to spin against them. So it's one of them where you can play the game, but you've got to learn the level. And that's okay. Some games are okay like that, but I find it really annoying. And I think that's what most people find. Is like, it's not an enjoyable experience then, where you've got to learn it. And the prime example is this jungle level. Now, I did practice this. Obviously, have a little go before I've made the video. Even so, my wife was looking at it on the Game Boy going, what is that? I can hardly see it. I'm like, it's a Game Boy, but it is a blurry, and that's one of the criticisms, that it moves really quickly, and the sprites aren't that great anyway, but especially when Taz starts spinning, they get really blurry, and I'm going to die by a plank because I run out of spin. I spin that one as well, lovely. It's actually a lot clearer to see on this Super Game Boy version that I'm playing on top to capture it. So much so that these things down here that are like, they're turtles, aren't they? It looks like, or tortoises to jump on. I thought they were mushrooms when I was playing it on the actual Game Boy. I was like, what are they? So you can pick up more definition on this because it's a bigger screen. But yeah, it's it's pretty poor to look at on the Game Boy. It's quite hard. You probably want a Game Boy Color or on a Game Boy Advance, you know, with a backlight so you get more detail or something. But it's, on the original Game Boy I was playing on, gosh, it's hard to see, and that's obviously part of a criticism. And when it came out, obviously it wasn't a Game Boy. I think the Game Boy Color was just coming out then. Most people just had the standard black and white Game Boys with no backlight, so you know it's hard to see anyway. Yeah, but generally, so it's one of them that you've got to spin now. So you're going down a hill, and you need to spin to go over a big jump. So I'd want to spin, but I'm not on a jump. So you're like, oh, when am I at a jump? But then suddenly you're at a jump and you fall off and you die. So it really is one of those games where you've just got to learn the levels. See, there's a jump here. Didn't make it because I didn't know a jump was going to be there. Prime example. Don't need that because that. Oh, now I drowned. Bye. Oh, that's nice. He waves. He waves when he's dying. Isn't that cute? But yeah, so I got this game thinking it'd be good. Like I say, off the Mega Drive, I thought, oh, so it came in a bundle, and I was like, oh, that's cool, Taz, because I really love the Mega Drive version, and I think that's what loads of people thought. There probably is a better Game Boy version, and if you played the other Taz-Mans, you're into Taz games, please write down below which is the better Game Boy version of Taz, because there's loads of them, which is fine, but there's got to be a better one. This, I don't know if anyone actually enjoys it, really. Can I recommend it? Let's be harsh now. I think if you had it on a backlit screen and you could see it on one of the modern ones now, or if you're playing on a Super Game Boy, you could probably get some enjoyment out of it, and I could, because you've just got to learn where the baddies are. It's complete level. But if you're really into Taz and you want to have a go, that's absolutely fine. But as you've been seeing in this video, if you're not concentrating and you die, it's a bit of a grind. You start from the start of a level again. Oh my goodness. Plant will you die. Still getting me. And that's the annoying thing, that your spin meter doesn't... Oh, and now I've eaten something. Well, you know, indigestion. I mean, they're good because I spun now and used it all up, and they give you a little bit back. But, oh, it's quite hard to find the power-ups to fill it up fully. And I just feel it's one of them games you just need to spin all the time, or you're going to die constantly. But I suppose that's a challenge. That would make it too easy, wouldn't it? And I died again. Right. Oh, game over. I was going to say, should I try and focus for the last minute and just get through it? So here we are then. Let's try it again. See how far we get on with this one. And the thing is, there's a time limit on as well. So you can't even go really slow. Like, I'll go slow and steady so I can see what pops up on the screen. Because you run out of time. So there's quite a lot against you. It's supposed to be fast actioned, and that plant's really annoying. Spin. Let's not eat that. Hopefully he'll avoid that. I'm not going to fall down to get that again, am I? So hopefully not. He says, right, gets mouse. Right, there's a scorpion up here. Have I got enough spin left? Spin, right. Got a bit more spin? Because there's a scorpion and a mouse down here. Oh, see, I didn't even have enough spin left for this pesky mouse. Still getting me. Right, spin. Oh my goodness. See, that's a prime example of the annoyance of this game. But, you know, I've played worse. I really have. Or I've played not as interesting, because platforms are quite interesting. You could play, I don't know. I don't want to bash any games you like, but some puzzle games that just carry on, sort of block games, Pong, something like that. I mean, I'd much rather have a little go at this sort of thing than just play levels and that over and over again. So it's not bad, and it, you know, it's a nice little platform, really. It's just, there's loads of games. I just keep dying. Might as well end this video, can't I? But there's loads of other games that are bad, so it's worth a try if you maybe pick it up. But it's not a long game, that's for sure. It's not one that you want to play for a long time. But anyway, hopefully this video's been alright, and until next time. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more content like this, as I upload videos weekly. But until next time, bye!